Hey everyone, what's up? How you doing, guys? Welcome to the third session, and today we will be doing a Hashconnect. Okay, we will be deploying, implementing first of all, a wallet connect to our decentralized application, and basically you will need it in every decentralized application that you can build in the future. Okay, so this phase is very important, but before starting the wallet connect thing, let's first keep our promise and run the smart contract together of the last session, okay? Let's try to run it together and see if it works or not. So, yeah, let's go. So in the package.json, we have oh, I nearly forgot, guys. We need to define, first of all, the operator ID, which is our account ID and the .env. I won't showing you guys this because it will, yeah, it's containing my private keys. And talking about private keys are very important. You must not share it with anyone, okay, unless it's your mother maybe or your father. But yeah, other than that, I don't advise you to show it to any person, okay? So please try to be careful on these kinds of things. So you need to define your private key, your operator ID, which is the account ID, and the receiver address, which is could be the same wallet, okay, of yours. We are just testing, okay? But it needs to be EVM, okay? EVM version. So for that, you just log in into your hashpack and you will find everything in there, okay? Yeah. So returning to our package.json, let's copy this command, which is the deploy NFT. It contains already the whole command that we will be needing, and it's very simple. Let's go. Yes, npm run deploy NFT. Let's go. So yeah, sometimes it takes a lot of time, but trust me, guys, it's not necessarily a bad sign, okay? Usually it means like it is working behind the scenes, okay? So give it its time and just wait, try to do something else, and yeah, it should work. There you go. So it created the NFT, like you could see, like step 1, step 2, step 3, everything is fine, okay? So next thing what we need to do is to take the address of the token created. Let's copy paste it, okay? Let's copy paste the address and go to let me find the file. Yeah, that's it. Deploy escrow.ts. And there in the NFT contract address, we need to change it, okay? We need to change it to the address that we found on the terminal, okay? And after setting that, don't forget to save. And you just need to go to the package.json in order to execute the next command, okay? So the next command will be the deploy escrow smart contract, okay? It's very easy. Let's copy paste the deploy escrow and everything should be fine, huh? Okay, so we will try it together and you will give it its time, okay? Let's wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's successful as you can see, like yeah, it's run its test, everything is going great. Yeah, let's try to verify in our wallet because in the wallet should be something, okay? There should be something, like at least we need to see a transaction history or something like that. So let's go to the wallet. Let's log in into our hashback, okay? Let's go to the NFT section. There you go. There you go. That's my NFT. Okay. Yeah, it is minted. Yeah, everything is fine. Yeah, as you can see, everything is working. So now we can move to the next section of the tutorial, which is the Hashconnect. Let's go. All right, now let's move on to the next part, which is a very important part, guys, because I will be showing you how to create a wallet connection. Okay, it's very important, and I don't want to waste your time more. So look at this. See this button? When I click on it, boom. See what happens. Hash Connect model pops up. Asked me to approve the connection, and there we go. my account ID shows up right in the header, and here's the cool part, like this connection persists. If I refresh the page, see, still connected, okay? But it gets better. This isn't just for show, guys. With this connection, users can sign transaction to the properties, send HBAR payment directly, prove their own property NFTs as well, and basically do everything you need for decentralized marketplace, okay? So now I know what you are thinking. Like, this looks complicated, but honestly, it's not. We're going to break it down step by step, and I promise you, you will understand everything. So the tech stack we're using is pretty straightforward, okay? So Next.js for the front end, because come on, guys, 2025, okay? And Hashconnect for the wallet stuff. This is like the Hedera's official library. Redux for state management. Yeah, I know it's Redux in 2025, but trust me, it makes sense here, and I'll explain myself later. And TypeScript because we're not savages, okay? So yeah, sounds good for you? Let's dive in. Okay, first things first, let's get our environment set up. I'm assuming you already have an Next.js project. If you don't, just run npx create next app, okay? Create dash next dash app, okay? It's really quick, it's really easy. And now here's where people usually mess up, okay? You need these exact packages, okay? Not just any version, okay? Let me show you. You will run this command, npm install hashconnect at hashgraph slash SDK at redux slash toolkit and react dash redux. If you found like any problems, like try to stick up with the version that I have in my GitHub repo, okay? You will find everything explained in the README. Okay, while this is installing, let me explain you what each package does, because I don't want you just copying and pasting without understanding, guys. So let me explain. First, we have Hashconnect. It is like the bridge between your app and Hedera wallets. Think of it like, how when you go to a website and it says log in with Google, okay? Hashconnect is like that, but for crypto wallets. The Hedera SDK is what we use actually to build and sign transactions. Like when someone wants to book a property, okay, we use this to create that transaction. And Redux Toolkit, okay? I know Redux like gets a bad rap, but hear me out. When you are dealing with wallet connections, you need that state available everywhere, like literally everywhere in your application. And the header needs it, your booking components needs it, your profile page needs it. Redux just makes this super clean. So trust me, guys, Redux is very good in these kinds of situations, okay? Yeah, cool. Packages, they are done. Now let me show you how I like to structure projects, okay? This is super important because if you just throw everything in one file, you are going to have a bad time, okay? So you need to structure your projects. So we will have like the src folder, okay, our famous src that will contain components folder, which is the UI stuff, what goes there, the hooks, which will contain like custom React hooks, services like external integrations like Hashconnect, the store, which is the Redux stuff, and pages for Next.js pages. Okay, see how clean that is? Okay, each folder has a specific purpose. No more searching through 50 files or something like that to find what you need. Like, it's very structured. Like, it will help you. Like, let's get organized, guys, okay? Let's move on. So, all right, this is where things get interesting now. We are going to create the core service that handles all our wallet interactions. So let's create a new file, okay? Well, in here we already have it, okay, which is called the hashconnect.ts. And now watch this. I'm going to explain every single line because this is the most important file in our entire integration. So bear with me, guys. Focus on this. We will import Hashconnect as first of all, okay? And we will import the account ID and the ledger ID. So we are importing Hashconnect, that's our main class, and from the SDK, we need account ID and ledger ID. These are Hedera specific things. An account ID is like, imagine like instead of an Ethereum address that looks like for 0 sec 7a, something like that, okay? And In Hedera, you get something clean, like this 0.0.12345, something like that. Way more readable, right? And yeah, that's a huge plus about Hedera, okay? And that's actually the account ID, okay? And you need to pay attention, like you need to declare in the env that it is testnet, okay? So super important, we are using testnet, and this is like a playground where everything is free. You get free test hbar from the faucet, you can mess up without losing real money. When you are ready to go live, you literally just change this to mainnet, okay, and you're done. Okay. Next part, which is the app metadata. It's very important as well. So we need to make a metadata, okay? And that's actually the cool part about Hedera. Like there is a lot of wallets that, yeah, they format these in a bad way, in a sort that will create problem in the future, okay? And yeah, I have dealt with like hundreds of wallet problems, and like Hedera is one of the easiest. Okay, like look at this app metadata, how it is clean. Like you have the name, the description, the icon, and the URL. Very important that you mention these, otherwise you will be having problems. Okay, so this metadata is what users see when they connect. You know, when you connect to a DApp, okay, decentralized application, and it shows the logo, the description of the application that you will be connected to, that's it. Okay, that's this. And look at this little trick I'm doing with the icon URL. I'm checking if we are on the client side first or not. So this will prevent that, like those annoying server side rendering errors. Okay, so that's why we'll be having this. Next, so this part of code, okay, it's very important as well. Okay, so this is where we actually create our Hashconnect instance, that weird string, guys. Okay, that's a project ID. You can generate your own, but for now, just choose mine. Okay. The true at the end, okay, turns on debug mode, well, which is super helpful when things go wrong. Okay, so it's very important. And now here's something really important that most tutorials don't tell you. We need to make this a singleton, okay? What is a singleton? Basically, we only want one Hashconnect instance in our entire application. If you create multiple instances, weird things will happen. Connection drops. Trust me, the weirdest behavior you will face, and you won't even recognize the errors, okay? Events fire twice, the best, okay? So trust me, pay attention to this line. Um, yes, so yes, this line, so it will initialize hash connect and returns a promise. We export this so other parts of our app can wait for initialization to complete. And okay, I need to explain something crucial in here. Okay, so see all this helpful function I'm creating, guys. Okay, this one, for example, the get connect account IDs. Okay, so I could just export the HC object and call it a day. Okay, but that's not scalable. What if hash connect changes, like what if they change their API, for example? What if you want to add logging? Like by wrapping everything in a function, we create what's called an abstraction layer. Fancy term, but it just means we're making our code easier to change later. Okay, so it's very important that we create it this way. Okay, back to code. Yeah, here's the really cool parts. Also, the transaction functions. Okay, so the sign transaction method. So yeah, as you can see, it's very pretty, like it's very straightforward. This is what you will use when someone books a property, okay? You create a transaction, pass it to this function, and it sends it like to the user's wallet for signing. So the user see exactly what they are signing, approves it, and boom, transaction complete. Okay. So yeah, this part we'll discuss it more later. Now for Redux. I know some of you like Redux in 2025, but let me show you how clean this is. Like, I love Redux, guys. I love it. Come on, it's very good. It's very good library. Let's go to our Hash Connect slice, okay? So first we define our state shape, okay? Three things we care about, which are you connected? What is your account ID? Are we in the middle of connecting, okay? Or of a connection, okay? Something like that. So is connected, account ID, and is loading. And that is super simple. For the next one, like this function, hash connect slice, okay, create a slice, okay. So look how clean this is, guys. With Redux Toolkit, like we don't need to write action types, action creators, or any of that boilerplate, okay. Just define your reducer and you're done. Ishko, you're done. And here's the magic, actually. Like, see how I'm directly mutating the state? Like, state dot is connect equal to true. Normally in Redux, that's a big no-no, okay? But Redux Toolkit uses like immer under the hood, okay? And which makes like this safe. It's actually creating a new state object for us, okay? So that's cool. That's why I love Redux, by the way, Redux Toolkit. Let's go to the store setup. It is literally just few lines. It's one of the easiest part of codes, okay? So yeah, that's it, okay? No middleware setup, no Redux Depp to configuration. Redux Depp toolkit, like it will handles all that for us, okay? You won't be needing anything unless you want to include some middlewares like, yeah, Chrome Dev Tools for Redux, something like that. Now, why React instead of Context API or Zustand? Okay, that's a great question, and probably you are asking it. When you are dealing with wallet connection, you need persistence across page refreshes, DevTools for debugging, predictable state updates, middleware for async operations, and Redux give us all of this out of the box. Okay, but if you ever need to add more complex features like transaction history or multiple wallet support, Redux scales it beautifully. Okay, you will understand it when you use it. Okay, so yeah. Um, let's go to the next part, which is actually the custom hook. Okay, we will create use hashconnect.ts. In this case, the code is already done. I won't redo it, guys, but I will explain it line by line. And this is actually my favorite part. We are going to create a custom hook that makes using hashconnect super duper easy. Like instead of dealing with events and callbacks everywhere, you just call use hashconnect and you get everything you need. Okay, so this one, okay, you call use effect, use dispatch, and use selector, and standard React stuff like we need use effect for side effects and React hooks for state management. Okay, now watch this. This is where the magic happens. Like use hash connect. Okay, so we are pulling our state from Redux, and this will automatically re-render our component when the wallet state changes. No manual subscriptions, no callbacks. React and Redux handle everything. Okay. And this is the use effect. So okay, this check is very crucial. Next, does server-side rendering, right? So, but Hashconnect only works in the browser, so client side. So we need to check if the window exists or not. If it doesn't, we are on the server. So we bail out. So that's a very important step, guys. We need to define this line. It's very, very important. Next one, yeah, we are creating an instance. We are calling the function, the functional get hash connect instance. Okay, yeah. So this is the event listener for when a wallet connects. Okay, hash connect like fires this events. We catch it, grab the account ID, and update our Redux store. Very simple. So yeah. Same thing for the disconnection, like user disconnects, we update the state as well. We need always to update the state, guys, okay, to make sure that the application is updated. Same thing for, yeah, same thing in here. This is important, okay? Next step is very important. And this is like where usually people mess things up. When the app loads, we check if there is already a connection or not. Hashconnect saves the session, so users don't have to reconnect every time they refresh the page. And that's huge for UX, okay? You get me? Like, it's very important. So now for the function, our components, we actually use this one, the connect. We dispatch set loading false, blah, 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 etc. Like creating an instance. Yeah, Super simple. Like set loading state, open the model, okay? Handle errors. The model is handled entirely by Hashconnect, so we don't need to build any UI for it, okay? Like all the UI will comes from the Hashconnect. Yeah, this is the disconnect function. So disconnection is even simpler, like call disconnect, update state, done. Okay, so it's very simple. And the beauty of this, like that any component now can use wallet functionality with just one line of code. No prop drilling, no context providers wrapping everything, making our life complex and difficult. Like just import and use, ready to go, plug and play. Okay. Yeah, now, building the UI, time for the fun part, okay? And that's the most lazy part, let's say, because we are in the era of artificial intelligence. We use it a lot. We use it a lot, okay? So, yeah, sometimes we create our front end with Bolt, and that's the case with me. I created everything like the whole front end, the whole template, I created it with Bolt. I did only the business logic behind, okay? So, but let me explain you behind the scenes, like what Hatbot made, okay? So, yeah, let's build the actual button users will click, okay? So, yeah, this is the hash connect button, okay? React.fc, like etc. One line, and we are having everything we need. That's the power of our custom hook, guys. We will import it, yeah, because we will be calling them, okay, right? It's very simple. Here a little UX trick that I use a lot in order not to show a long account ID, even though the account ID on Hedera they are short, okay? But yeah, we slice it, okay, in order to make it look shorter, okay? Because it's only a UI like a UI thing, okay? So it doesn't matter if we slice it. So we will only show the first numbers and the last numbers, okay? And yeah, it's very simple, guys. As you can see in here, we are, yeah, handling the conditional rendering. So if we are connected, show the connect button. If we are loading, show a spinner and connecting, okay? And these like little touches make your app like feel very professional, okay? In this part, when connected, we show the account ID and a the disconnect, sorry, button. Simple, clean, effective, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Okay. So yeah, we are almost there. Now we need to wire everything up. First, let's wrap our application with the Redux provider. It's like context, guys, like context API of React, okay? We need to wrap our main component, okay, with the provider of Redux, okay? And this makes our Redux stores available throughout the entire application, throughout the entire components of our application. And yeah, why we do that? Because Hashconnect uses Window and other browsers API that don't exist on the server. So because Hashconnect uses Window and other browsers API that don't exist on the server. Dynamic import with SSR like false, which is server-side rendering false, tells Next.js to only load this component on the client side. That's why it's very important, okay? All right, moment of the truth. Let's run this application. Yeah, there it is. Our button's rendering. Let me click on it. Boom. Hashconnect models appears. See all this. Like it's very important, guys. Hashback the extensions opens. It's asking me to approve the connection. Yeah, I'm putting my password. Notice it shows like our app name, description, everything. That's the metadata we configured earlier. And yeah, I'll approve it. And yes, look at that. My account ID appears and the header. The button changed to show my connected state or my connection status. Yeah, it's super duper, guys. Super duper like easy. Like so it's not that hard. And watch this. Like I try to refresh the page, I'm still connected. The session visits, and that's crucial for user experience actually. Okay. Imagine having to reconnect your wallet every time you navigate to a new page, like nightmare, right? So yeah, let me disconnect. Now let's test it. Yeah, we are back to the initial state. Perfect. Like this is like his like where most tutorials would stop, but I'm not stopping there. Let me show you some real world scenarios on like how to handle them, okay? Real quick, let me show you some issues you might run into and how to fix them. Like, user doesn't have a wallet. When they click connect and don't have a hashback, the model shows download links. But you should also add a help link in your UI. Issue 2. Users reject the connection. If they cancel in hashback or loading state, like it needs to reset. That's why we have that try catch block. Issue 3. Network issues. Like if Hedera testnet is down, which is rare, very rare, okay, but still can happen, okay? So Hashconnect will throw an error. You should show a user-friendly message, not a scary error stack, okay? Very friendly user message. And the issue 4 that we can encounter, which is multiple wallets. Some users have multiple wallets installed, like Hashconnect handles this, but you might want to remember their preferences. So here's a pro tip. Always test with the wallet extension disabled. Your app should gracefully handle this scenario, okay? So, and that's it. Now you have a production ready wallet connection for your Hedera, the app. And this isn't just tutorial code. Like this is literally what I use in production, okay? From here, you can add transactions, signing for smart contracts, implements HBAR payments, build NFT functionality, create a full decentralized marketplace. Like the foundation we built today makes all that possible. Look, if you found like this helpful, like smash the like button as always. And it really helps the channel. Subscribe if you want more Web3 content. And like I will post like the next Hedera video very, very soon. So drop a comment if you get like stuck anywhere. I literally respond to every single comment. And even if it takes a few days, guys, but yeah, I try to be as more responsive as I could. And all the code is in GitHub, okay? Repo linked in the description. I've also included links to the Hedera docs, the Hashconnect repo, Discord, where you could get help. And yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Well, I will be showing you the front end, okay? The front end, the most important. Yeah, it's not the most important part, but it is actually important for our users. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.